The air around Spain's latest squad announcement felt electric the moment the paper was signed, not because of a surprise inclusion, but because of a conspicuous absence. Joan Garcia, the young keeper whose recent displays turned heads across the league, was not called up for the World Cup qualifiers in Bulgaria and Turkey, and that omission landed like a thunderclap among fans and pundits alike. For weeks, Garcia's reflex, saves and calm under pressure have been the talk of matchday threads, highlight reels and transfer whisperings. Yet when Luis de la Fuente revealed his squad, he opted for the established trio he trusts. A choice he defended publicly as a bid for continuity rather than a slight against emerging talent. The decision made sense inside the logic of a manager with qualifying points to guard and a settled backline to preserve, but sports lovers rarely see selection as pristine arithmetic. They see faces, momentum, and the narrative of right-now form clashing with institutional patience. Into that fracture stepped one of Spain's most vocal ex-keepers, Santi Cañizares, who didn't mince words when he suggested Garcia's trajectory points squarely toward the country's top jersey. A veteran's endorsement like that changes the tone of the debate because it reframes omission, not as punishment, but as a temporary delay in an inevitability. From Barcelona's corridors, the story reads as both promise and pressure. Garcia has been lauded for translating La Liga games into highlight reels and for joining a club where expectation is oxygen, and yet club form and national selection follow different clocks, which is why transfer rumours and club statements now thread through the conversation as much as tactical analysis. The central question, a question that will drive comment sections and water cooler talk for the next fixtures, is whether Spain's leadership is protecting a winning formula by keeping faith with Unai Simon, David Raya and Alex Remiro, or whether that protection amounts to a missed opportunity to accelerate a generational handover while a young shot stopper is peaking. Coaches will tell you stability builds results. Pundits will remind you that momentum is fragile and rarely waits for bureaucratic rhythm. The truth likely lives somewhere between those lines. De la Fuente's approach protects immediate qualification goals, but the mounting chorus behind Garcia, amplified by a legend's public belief, increases the cost of delaying a cap even one more window. Imagine the optics if Spain stumbles in a qualifier and a goalkeeper who caused a stir in La Liga is already singing for selection elsewhere. Football has a long memory for timing. For Garcia personally, this moment is a test of temperament as well as talent. The road from club acclaim to national certainty is paved with patient form. Headline, less weeks and a readiness to answer when called. For the national team, the calculus is strategic. Do you let a talented newcomer simmer until the established order breaks, or do you inject fresh blood and risk short-term instability for a potentially higher long-term ceiling? Whatever path is chosen, the implications ripple beyond a single benching. They touch transfer valuations, fan expectation, and the psychology of a position that rewards confidence above almost all else. In the coming months, every clean sheet, every aerial claim, and every public word from coaches and former greats will be read as a signpost in this unfolding story. Can Joan Garcia translate endorsements into the cap he's been denied, or will Spain's hierarchy hold its line, postponing a revolution that some already insist is only a matter of time? The answer will tell us not just about one goalkeeper, but about how a national team manages succession, and in football, as in life, the difference between being a contender and being a symbol is often decided by a single selection.